Midjourney is more complex than you think. Has a ton of secret features and capabilities most people know nothing about. And these hidden features are actually really cool and useful. So let me show you what Midjourney can really do. Did you know that Midjourney can look at your images and describe them as prompts? No need to fight with AI. Midjourney knows best what it looks for in the image. To use this feature, you need to just type /describe, select image, and upload your photo. Sounds easy, but Midjourney doesn't support WebP images. Well, not a big deal. When the image is in the right format, Midjourney generates 4 prompts for that image. Each prompt is slightly different, and if you like any particular one, you can click on one of the buttons under the image and create a new photo based on the prompt. Or you can just generate all images at once. And the quality of image description is quite decent, especially given the fact that Midjourney did it all by itself. You cannot generate exactly the same image, but out of those 16 images, one looks really close to the original one. Midjourney also has a cool feature no one really advertises: product photography. Midjourney can actually take original product images and create new ones based off of them. You upload a photo to Midjourney, then you type /imagine and drag and drop the recently uploaded photo into the prompt window. Midjourney will automatically turn that into a link. Then you hit space and type in the prompt. But wait, the generated images don't look like the one I uploaded, so what should we do? With this feature, it's basically spray and pray. You just have to test image after image, prompt after prompt, until you get the result you're looking for. And this can take a while. This feature works best when you use not uploaded images, but the ones generated by Midjourney. In this case, everything works rather well on the first try. But photography with Midjourney has another level to it. Blending two images together. For everything to work, you need to type /blend and upload a couple images. Then you just hit enter and wait for the magic to happen. Let me just say this right off the bat. Blending a real photo and an AI generated background isn't the best way to do things, and the results are quite subpar. I've noticed that in Midjourney, all of its amazing features work the way they should, only if you use the images that were originally generated by Midjourney. Well, take a look at this. As soon as I switch the real photo for an AI generated image, the final results start looking decent. Well, obviously it all still needs some polishing, upscaling, and maybe a couple extra variations, but overall, this is a great feature that you should use more often. Generating images is cool and all, but what about editing the ones you shoot yourself? I've tried many editors in the past, but none of them managed to last. None except Votto, the sponsor of today's video. Votto is a fantastic photo editor with some of the most well-polished AI features. For example, I can take this unedited photo of a model and make it pretty much perfect by just in a couple of sliders. I can easily remove all of the freckles, blemishes, and other skin inconsistencies, but Votto doesn't just blur them out. It paints over them, and all edits are totally unnoticeable. I can eliminate wrinkles, face shine, and even get rid of dark circles under the eyes. Oh, and those eye bags, gone. Smoothing out the skin, changing its texture, glossiness, whitening, or darkening it, everything takes just a few seconds, super fast and easy. Just look at the difference it makes. If needed, I can replace the background for headshots, and just look how perfectly it all blends together. Every little piece of hair is separated, no artifacts or imperfections. What I also like to do is brighten the eyes. Again, it's very easy to do. I just open the corresponding tab and move a few sliders. I can even add reflections to the eyes if needed. How about de-wrinkling clothing? All these little improvements take a ton of time to do in your typical photo editor, but with a Votto, it's one click away. If you need to edit images in bulk, you can just edit one photo, save a preset, and then apply it to all of the photos at once, saving you a ton of time. I'm telling you, this app is a real lifesaver for photographers and photo editors. Votto is free to try, and every new user receives additional 30 credits, so click the link in the description, download a Votto, and save yourself a ton of time. One of my favorite features is referencing a style. Instead of trying to get a prompt right or explain to AI how the image should look like, you can just upload a sample and let AI do the figuring out. But don't treat this feature as a one-stop solution. You still might need to do some additional tweaking yourself, but to me this seems like the least of worries you could have. So to reference an image, you just upload a photo to Midjourney, and then in a prompt window, you type your regular imagine and your prompt for the new image. And there comes the tricky part. You need to type --sref space, and then drag and drop the previously uploaded image to the prompt window. And you know what? It does a surprisingly good job at mimicking the style. Some elements of it are not perfect and can use some fine-tuning, but who said you could upload only one image at a time? You can reference multiple images at the same time in this way to get exactly what you want. But style referencing is only one side of the coin. There is a much more interesting and impressive thing to it. Referencing a character. Let's say you have a character that you want to use in all images. You can do it the hard way and try to guess the prompt, the seed, and all the parameters, or you can just upload a reference image and let AI do the work for you. Again, everything is very similar to how it worked with the style referencing, but instead of typing sref, you need to type cref. The best part about this feature is that it basically takes your character and puts him in a new reality, a different one. You can take something like Bart Simpson and turn him into 3D Knight of Swords, and Midjourney does a really good job at preserving the unique elements of the character. In the end, it all depends on your prompt and the way you describe the image you want to get, but overall, Midjourney really shines here. Other image generators can do similar thing, but usually they can only use an image as a blueprint for another one and cannot directly copy characters from the image. So it's a big win for Midjourney. Let me just circle back to reference style and show you another cool thing about it. With a double colon, you can add a number to assign the relative importance to that part of the prompt. This way you can prioritize one image style or the other one and make it more prevalent and noticeable in the final image. For example, I can take two different paintings by Van Gogh and make Midjourney prioritize the style of one over another and generate a totally unique, one-of-a-kind image. Now, do you know how Midjourney and other image generators create images? They take a random noise image and try to interpret that as something, and each piece of noise that AI uses for image generation has its own identification number called seed. Using the same seed for different images, you can pretty much create the same image over and over again. It can be a landscape with similarly placed objects, or it can be a portrait of a person with identical face proportions. You got the gist. Midjourney actually lets you copy the seed of one image and use it for generating new ones. The easiest way to find a seed that was used for an image is by right-clicking on the message and sending an envelope emoji as a reply. After which, Midjourney will send you a message with job ID and seed number. Then you just copy that seed number and generate the image as usual. But at the end of your prompt, you need to type --seed space and paste the seed you just copied. This feature works well even if you change the prompt, but I advise you not to change it too much. If you change the prompt too much, the final image won't look like the original one. I recommend using the same prompt with only minor adjustments. And as a bonus advice, if you want to generate consistent people, you better describe each one of them in detail so that the AI doesn't have to play the guessing game. Because in my experience, even with the same seed and relatively identical placement of people in the shot, Midjourney randomly changes their faces and ethnicity depending on the overall context. But okay, let's say you want to take your Midjourney skills to another level. What can you do? Well, the obvious step would be to learn prompt engineering. You can watch countless videos on YouTube, or you can just ask Midjourney to teach you. Midjourney has this cool feature that lets you type in your prompt and then ask AI to extract valuable tokens out of it. I will just type shorten and paste my huge prompt, then Midjourney will highlight the tokens in it and cross everything that's not necessary. And as you see, half of my prompt is useless for Midjourney. And by the way, this is a very cool insight into how it all works. Also, there are 5 shortened prompts, each shorter than the last. To generate an image based on the new prompt, I just click on the number, which in my case will be number 1, and boom, here are the images. Just for the sake of comparison, I'm gonna also generate the image based on the original prompt. And as you can see, there's really not that much of a difference between them. I think this is the fastest and easiest way to learn prompt engineering right inside Midjourney. Midjourney has another unique feature that works natively, but before that, very important, we are hiring. Our team is expanding, and right now we're looking for YouTube script writers. You must have knowledge in artificial intelligence, Apple technology, and technology in general. Be aware of what's going on in the tech world and a desire to create awesome YouTube content. And of course, not for free. In order for your application to be considered, you need to write a 1 to 2 pages script about your personal experience with your favorite tool or device, anything really. Top 5 AI tools for parents, MacBook experience, iPhone experience, or even AirPods, doesn't matter. The main thing, it has to be interesting to read interesting to listen, and interesting to watch. Keep in mind that your script is a future YouTube video, so avoid a scientific writing style. It doesn't have to sound like an article from the web, but it does have to sound like a real human explaining something in simple words, with jokes and real-life examples. And also describe your experience as a scriptwriter. If you have already created YouTube scripts, that's awesome. If not, just describe your experience, what you do, and your portfolio. So basically, we're looking for someone with YouTube experience and a passion for AI and technology. Send us the test script to this email, and in the subject line put AW job application followed by vertical line followed by your first and last name. In the body of your email, at the top, again, put your first and last name. Then give us some information about yourself and attach a document, which is the test script you've created. And that's it. Have fun with it and good luck. Unlike other image generators, Midjourney lets you zoom out of your images. For example, here I have the upscaled image I generated earlier, and below it there are multiple buttons. I can just click zoom out and Midjourney will come up with all the additional information that's needed to fill up the frame. I don't have to adjust the prompt or give any explanation about what I want to see. Midjourney figures everything out by itself and blends everything perfectly. The next feature is also hidden in plain sight, changing the parts of the image. Right under the generated photo, there is a button, Vary Region. Once I click on it, a special window pops up where I can switch to lasso tool and choose the part of the image I want to regenerate. And that's where it can get tricky for most people. In the prompt window below, the first logical thing to type will be stuff that must be placed inside the selected area. But Midjourney wants us to leave the original prompt largely intact and only change the parts of it that describe the highlighted area. I think you would agree with me that this is not the most convenient and logical way to do things, but that's how Midjourney works. And luckily, the results are still great. Midjourney blends everything rather well. As you saw yourself, most interesting features in Midjourney are only available during the prompting stage, and this one is no exception. By adding IW and a number to your prompt, you can change its weight. The weight parameter allows you to prioritize specific elements within your prompt. Imagine a scale where you can adjust the importance of each element. However, this parameter once again doesn't work as expected. If you thought that you could just make certain parts of your prompt stronger with it, you're mistaken. From what I see, it mostly acts like the intensity adjustment, controlling how closely Midjourney sticks to the prompt. It has an effect on the image, but it's relatively subtle, at least in my case. Yet even so, it's a feature you don't see people use often. As I said, Midjourney is full of secrets, and now you know some of them. To know even more, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and in case you want to try out a different image generator, we have a great video with Midjourney alternatives, so be sure to check it out. Thanks for watching, and see you there.